Hello, I'm NP. The last time I did some sort of channel update, it was around the very start, I guess. I think it was way before Chris Edge joined this channel as a game reviewer. I think I haven't even properly introduced him. So, Chris is an old friend of mine, drifted away more than 20 years ago. Back in time, during the 90s, we had some heated discussions about the games of the actual time. He had a Commodore Amiga and I had a Commodore 64, so either we were in the same team and not in the same team. For Chris, the Commodore 64 was obsolete by the 90s, and as far as my side goes, I never liked the sound of the Amiga, and I was a die-hard Commodore 64 fan. So, you can imagine, an endless line of bantering. But at the end of the day, we were just friends and fans of games, regardless of platforms. We had a lot of fun playing new and old games, actually. We lost contact somewhere around the mid-90s when Chris left to live in Germany. We picked up the contact just a couple of years ago, I guess. By the time I became a full-time musician and a recording engineer, Chris had a much more diverse set of jobs. Among many things, for a period of time he worked for an independent game developer company as well as a journalist. So a big leap to somewhere early 2023, this year. Chris mentioned that he is interested in Commodore 64 music making. As some of you may know that I have created an ample of chiptunes for Commodore 64, and I said, well, buddy, I gladly do it, but first I have to sort some things out for a gaming channel. He said, what gaming channel? And I was going, well, I have a lot of gaming-related content that doesn't fit anywhere. So I plan to create a small channel and dump everything gaming or computer building there. And Chris said, okay, you help me with music and I help you with the channel. I will write reviews on 3 conditions. Thing 1, I don't have to use my own identity and name. Thing 2, I don't speak English well and I don't have any studio gear to record anyway. So you have to read all the text. And thing 3, I'm free to write what I have to say about the actual game. So I said, fine, let's do it. I was happy that he joined because he is quite a good writer, I think. You know, as a polar opposite, when I record these videos myself, I have no plan, no structure, no anything. They just happen. I start to talk and finish sometime. So the first obstacle that we had was that when I started to read his reviews, it was so deadly static, much worse than a robot. So that was the solution, exactly. We fed the text to an AI reader, so that's how Chris's reviews appear on this channel. For sure, some of you have already noticed it, but just believe me, it's a much better solution than me reading the text loud, because it's so deadly boring to listen to. I only come alive when I have no plans, just like right now. So, after having Chris introduced, I must also mention that most probably he will leave soon. There are a couple of reasons. The main one is that he changed profession and he will have much less free time. But there is a secondary reason too. Lately he created a couple of reviews that were a sort of polarizing, even though he was not direct about it. But the response is, man, I don't know. I just don't want to go that way. You know, polarizing. Just like everyone who has the same opinion as me is my team, and everyone else who doesn't agree or has a different opinion is an enemy. Fight! So that's what everyone is doing nowadays, creating content, dividing people, creating drama and watching the numbers grow. So the most popular video on my channel is a cockfight like this. It wasn't Chris's intention at all, but the way he put his opinion just pulled in people with this my team, my opinion or die attitude. So we had a little disagreement with Chris. I just asked him to be as neutral as possible with these reviews, because if it's just a little bit biased, then people will get it wrong and start throwing shit at each other, just like as it happened. I will not delete the video because, well, it happened, but the comments, I deleted quite a lot of them because they were full of hate and, blinded. And it's a pity because the ones that were left are actually discussing things, just like how to handle gaming addiction or a toxic relationship. These things are pretty useful. You can learn from these stories. Well, to cut it short, Chris said that one of his conditions were like he can say what he has to say about these games and the text wouldn't be altered. Actually, I wasn't doing that. What I did was completely removing some of his more biased reviews from the production line. Well, he wasn't happy about it. Sorry. So here we are. Old friends, still in friendly terms, but maybe this cooperation will come to an end sometime. Chris agreed that I can use his reviews that he already sent to me. It's about 10, maybe 15, so they will be released somewhere in the near future. About creating regular content without the help of Chris, I don't know. I think it will not be possible. I still try to convince him, because otherwise I really like his reviews, and also he did all the organizing and scheduling on this channel. That's quite a big help. And it worked fine, me doing all the production and he's doing all this managing things and writing, of course. So, regardless the situation between Chris and me, what will most surely stay are the short videos. About long-form videos and reviews, I think they will be much less frequent in the future. I try to create stuff here, but my plate is quite full at the moment with other projects. For those guys who subscribed and like what we do, maybe it's not good news, but it is what it is. Anyway, I would like to say thanks for all your support and thanks to Chris for all his work for NPlay64. NP out. See you somewhere in time.